All right, let's talk about the Ego battery operated trimmer. This particular trimmer is the, let's see here, ST1520S. Now, if you're having problems with the string automatically winding on this trimmer, because this trimmer has an automatic wind, I'm going to show you what you can do to fix that. Now, you should hit this button and it should suck in the string just like that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. If it doesn't, this could be the problem. So, what you need is a regular screwdriver and a socket. This is a 1/2-inch socket. So let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clip these out and pull them out so we can get this head to pop off. So if you kind of push them in, going to push them in and pop them here, and it always seems easier to do than not, but kind of take the screwdriver, push it down, and pop that into place. We're going to do this, whoops, excuse me, we're going to do this for the second one. Push that tab in and pull off this head. Now inside this is going to be your head with a spring. I want to make sure that spring stays in there. Also is your spool that this thread goes on. Now this spool is held on by the socket. So we're going to go ahead and take our 1/2-inch socket and remove this. It's on there pretty good. What I recommend is if you get a pair of gloves to hold it, because it's so hard to turn sometimes. You kind of need a pair of gloves to turn it. Lefty loosey, righty tighty, remember that? I'm just going to use a screwdriver here to pry this against the side to hold it so I can get this nut loose. So that's what I'm doing right now, is using this as a pry bar to give me some leverage. Let's go ahead and take off this socket here. I'm sorry, this bolt, not the socket. Take the bolt off with the socket. How does that sound? Much better. So here's the nut. I'm going to put the nut down in the top here so I don't lose it. And now you can pull this off, straight off here. Remember the way it goes on. This part is facing you, this part is facing the head, and there's a gear in here, so it should be pretty easy to do. So what happens a lot of times, this gums up with dirt, grass, and debris, and somehow doesn't let this contraption work properly. This one's fairly clean because I just cleaned it not too long ago, but I wanted to show you how to take it apart. So take a screwdriver, scrape all this little stuff out. There's very minor stuff in here now. Blow it out and clean it up, because this could be causing it not to work for you. This piece also comes off. You can see there's gears in here that line up with the gears in here. So let's go ahead now and clean this all up, which we did. Mine's clean because I've done this before, but you'll probably find a whole bunch of grass clippings and everything else in here, which is, you'll be like, oh my gosh, no wonder it doesn't work. Let's go ahead and put this back in, match the gears there, just like that. And remember, I'm going to take this string out here. There's some string in here already. So let's just take this off. There's also one thing I wanted to mention is that I'm using my thumb here on the top of this because there's a washer in here, a little tiny washer. Don't lose that. Keep that washer in there. That's easy to lose. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back together. Now you can see there's a, it's notched a certain way, which matches the way it notches on here. So it can only go on this one way. So you'll know that you get it right. Let's go ahead and put it in here. Let's see here. All right, I got it in there, and there's that funky little washer. Let's put that washer back on there. Now let's put our nut back on with the socket wrench. When you're putting this nut on, always screw it on by hand. I know we get excited and we want to use the socket right away. You know, kind of a manly thing to do. But don't do that, because you could strip it. And I've done that several times. So let's go ahead and put this back on. Let's see, it's the wrong way here. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. I was trying to make the Tim Allen thing there. I don't think that it went so well, but you guys know what I was doing there, right? So I'll put my screwdriver back here as leverage and just give it a nice snug tug there. And just get it on nice and firm. Like I said, if you have a pair of gloves to put on here, that helps tremendously. Now let's go ahead and put this head back on. This is your bumper head. And you got to line up the slots with these two slots here. So you got two open slots here. And remember, you got your spring in there. And then you got your two slots here. So let's line those up. Put them together. I'll show you this here. So we're going to go ahead and line that up. And it snaps into place, and voila, magic. Now let's go ahead and put our string back in. By the way, I mean, not all string is equal. I like string that either has some type of edge on it or some type of reinforced core in the middle. I don't know if you can see this, but this has a reinforced core in the middle. It doesn't have any edging, but edges cut nicer. This is a round core string. A lot of times, I don't know if you can find this at Home Depot or Lowe's, but a specialized mowing shop carries this higher grade string. And by the way, they have different sizes of string, so you want to make sure you get the right size of string also. So now, let's go ahead and load the string through the eyes of the trimmer. So you're going to load it this way and put it in here like so. By the way, for those of you that have never loaded string before, I'm gonna redo this here. This button here, this automatic feed, is just amazing, because when I used to mow lawns all day long, reloading the trimmer head was not that easy to do. So again, let me do this again. You just put it through the eyes here, bring it out the other side. And what you want to do is get it even. So come to the end here, line these two lines up, pull it straight. Let me start over here because it was behind the trimmer head. So line these two up, pull it straight, take and work my fingers down and hit the button, and voila, you automatically have an automatically stringing trimmer head. This is amazing. And there you go. Now your trimmer is ready to go. You cleaned it out, and hopefully that solves your problem. Thanks for watching, and have a green day. We'll see ya.